My father, I think, was a feminist from the day I was born. There was nothing his little girl couldn't do.
My father had been a football player in college, kind of rough and tumble sort of a guy, but he was just as supportive of my aspirations as of my brothers.
My dear husband, Marty, was really interested in what I thought. Most boys at that time really didn't care if a girl had a brain. In fact, it would be better if she didn't. When I got my first good job in D.C., so many people thought I was commuting back and forth to New York. They couldn't imagine that Marty would have left his very successful practice in New York to come to Washington, D.C., so that we would have our life together here.
When I was asked by President Reagan to go on the court, I had hesitation, but my husband didn't. "Oh, you'll do fine," said he. And the fact was, it would totally interrupt his career and his life. He did not seem to resent it, and I think he was proud of his wife. I hope so.
There were incredible male leaders and mentors that I had that in some ways were able to act with warmth and with love and with a sense of humor and with fun, almost because they had the permission to do so as a guy.
My father's a big source of advice, and he always said that you should go where there's a U-shaped hole in the world.
The night my father died, the last messages to me was, don't let anything get between you and your education. He always made me believe that I could be anything and do anything, and that character and hard work and determination were the real measures of life.
Women who have fathers that adore them, it builds a core of self-esteem.
My father always told us he loved us. He kissed and hugged us all the time.
My dad had no trouble whatsoever in braiding my hair, in taking my sister and me off to shop, and he was a far better cook than my mother.
When they married, they had met teaching at the same school in Fairfield, Alabama. But the city of Fairfield had a nepotism rule, and so one of them had to leave once they married. My father was the one who left. And I asked him, I said, "Daddy, why did you leave rather than Mother?" He said, "Well, she had been there first. It only seemed fair."
I tell women all the time, let your husband put the diaper on the kid's head. Just let him do it himself. We need to live in a world where men do half, women let them do half, and being a parent's not a full-time job for a woman and a part-time job for a man.